Can you hear the church bell ring? And in a minute, the airplane gonna come and then the train. This is a crazy spot, but I have nowhere else to go. Hey tribe, welcome back to my channel. Today video I'm going to show you how to make this beautiful crochet underwear. Are you ready? And before that, I also want to let you know that this video is going to be a video that teaching you how to design your own crochet underwear. It doesn't matter what size you are, but you'll be able to make it to fit you like a glove. And you also will learn the tips and tricks, the method that I use to create and to design my crochet garment and all the crochet written pattern that I have been producing and creating in the past years. I want to show you, I want to teach you, I want to let you know that if I can do it, you can do it too. But before we start this project, I'm gonna have to announce the 3 winners of the yarn giveaway. You still remember? All right, this is the winners of the last giveaway. Ta-da-da-da! Congratulations! And the names that you're seeing right now is the name that you use on your Instagram account. Some of you might wonder why I choose the name or use the name on Instagram account, because if you go back to see this video, you know that there's a steps you have to follow, and that one of the steps that you have to also comment on Instagram, and for me to make sure that you watch the video and go to the Instagram, so I just pick the name from the Instagram directly. So what you have to do, you just have to email me. I put my email address under this video. Email me with a screenshot of your comment here, the last video that you enter for the giveaway, and your name, your account on Instagram, so I know that is you. And then I will forward your information to Perfect Yarns, and Asalan, who is the owner of the Perfect Yarn shop, will send you 8 skein each of these Alize Bahar. Again, congratulations to all the winners. I hope I will have more opportunity to do more giveaway to you again and again. So the material for this project, of course, gonna be Alize Bahar, and in this project I use the same color from my BFF bra. If you remember, this one is number 368 and it's a camel color. And we're gonna use the hook, 3.5mm hook, tape measurement, a pair of scissors, and some stitch markers you will need. Knot in your own way and chain 22 plus 2 if you would like to have the same width of the band as my one, which is 3.5 inches. After you got 22 plus 2, you're going to add first half double crochet and third chain from hook, and then 1 half double crochet in each stitch across. At the end of this row, which is row 1, you're going to have 22 half double crochet. And basically this design is made out of half double crochet stitch or the whole piece. So go ahead, do that, and I meet you at the end of the row. And now we're going to continue with row 2, chain 2, and as you can see here is like a V shape. You're going to add half double crochet, but this time only back loop only. You can see how I do. I poke into the back loop. This way is made the band is super nice, like a ribbon. I don't know what you call ribbon kind of style. I love this way of making the band. I don't know, I just love it. So just do that. Put half double crochet and back loop only across this row, and you will have again 22 half double crochet in this row. And that's it. You're going to repeat row 2 over and over again to create the band length that will cover around your body. If you make it for someone else, you will need to have the measurement around the belly button like so. But if you make it for yourself, you can just use your piece to just make sure you put very tight. Now I show you my belly button is 29. So when I have my piece, I will pull until it's meet another end, like very tight, because cotton tend to stretch out a lot when you finish the piece. So I have finished mine, and I put a little bit slow at this point because I want to show you how I connect both ends together. My band is 76 rows. So first I chain one and I poke the hook, as you can see, into the front loop only. In the end that close to me, you see, front loop only. And then another end, I poke the hook into the back loop only. And this is how I connect these ends together. I'm going to make a single crochet because this way it makes the stitch so nice at the end. You will see I learned this one from one of the YouTuber. I found this trick is super cool and I have to share. And you're just gonna continue to do that until the end, and I meet you at the end. I'm gonna do off screen now because it takes a lot of concentration and so tiny this little hole. Yeah, finally, last one. Now I'm done. All right, now I want to show you. You see this ribbing effect? Super cool, no? Like you have this ribbing effect in one side, and also the other side you have the ribbing effect. So nice. I love it. And now I'm just gonna maybe you do the same. Try it on and see if it fit. And it's just so nice. It's fit me. A little bit difficulty to put it up when passing through my hip, but it's work. And now we're gonna prepare by chain two, and we're gonna make the first row of the main part of this underwear. What I do is that I add 1/2 double crochet in each of the end of the row, in the end of the row, as well as half double crochet in between rows. I show you here. Or you can just eyeball by adding half double crochet wherever you can go through and make sure not too much and not too less. But for me, it's work fine by add 1/2 double crochet at the end of the row and another half double crochet between rows, and I'm just keep repeating that all around this row one. So this row I finished with 148 half double crochet, but now I slip stitch with the second chain from the beginning. That make me have 149 half double crochet. And now you can see I start the second row without any chain. I already add 1/2 double crochet. You see that one that I point in my right hand, that will be the last half double crochet of row one. And now, very important, I advise you to add one stitch marker right now on the last half double crochet of row one, so you will know that that is the last and the next one is the beginning of the new row, new round, row around, doesn't matter what you call, because this way your short will have no seam. If you pay attention, you will already see that my short has no seam. Alright, now just adding 1/2 double crochet in each stitch until you arrive on the stitch number 12, because we're going to do increasing. In every 12 stitch, we're going to add one more stitch in that stitch extra. And you will see what I mean by that. And here my number 12, I got 12 half double crochet and I add one more. You can see that how we increasing it. So I count again to make sure. Yes, now I have 12. So I increase one. And now I'm just going to repeat one half double crochet in each of the next 12. And then on the 12, I add one more. And with the calculation 149 divided with 12, I will have in this row 12 more stitches. And that's how we increasing this row. So I finished row 1 in total of 161. I remove the stitch marker and now I start row 2. I already add half double crochet in the next stitch. As you can see, there's no more chain in this row or round, whatever you would call. And after that 3 half double crochet, I add the stitch marker. I do that because I just have to remove and then add a few half double crochet, but I make sure where is the first half double crochet. And you have to make sure as well when is the end of your round so that you can add the stitch marker in the same place like so. So here, don't shock to see this. I'm going to explain to you what I have done until this length. In this point, I have made in total of 15 rounds, and I'm going to show you how I did it. So first, I will start to write everything down in the paper again so you know what's going on from the beginning. I have a small book there and I'm just gonna rewrite everything for you. First, we start off. I want to show you also when you make your own design, or however when you start to design something for yourself, you need to have a book and a pen and always write down. First, I always do the name of the project, and when I start this, I don't know what I'm gonna call it yet, but now I know I call it Sunny Moon Wear. It's just like sunny shiki bottom or underwear. Whatever you will do, first you have to give it the name that you remember and then the hook size so that when you come back to look at it again, you know what hook size you use and the yarn, what yarn you use. In this case, I use Alize Bahar, and actually I use almost 2 skein. The color of this yarn is 368, which is camel color. I use about almost 2 skein. And I forgot to write here the gauge swatch. You will need to have a gauge swatch as well. My gauge swatch for this project is 26 half double crochet with 16 rows to equal 4 inches. X, I don't know what it's called, 4 inches. 4 inches. And now we start with the pattern. The band, the band part is 22 half double crochet. I have 76 rows. And when I start with 22 chain plus 2. And this plus 2 is to just build up the yarn. Following up with the main part of this underwear. You will see that I write the number not correct, but I will explain to you why. So the first row, you can call round or row. I'm just gonna call row. Row 1, I actually have made first 148 half double crochet, but because of the chain 2 in the beginning and when I slip stitch, that is made one more stitch. And in the beginning I just write 148 half double crochet, and when row 2 come, I have increasing of 12 stitches, so it's like 160, and then I do plus 1 to be 161, but it doesn't matter if you do 149 plus 12 or 148 plus 12 and then plus 1 later. In the end, it's the same number anyway. And now come row 3 and row 4. Row 3 and row 4 are non-increasing rows, meaning that you're going to add one half double crochet in each stitch across, total of 161 half double crochet. And again, don't forget to keep removing the stitch marker like I show you. Now come row 5. Row 5 is the increasing row, which we're going to do a calculation. 161 divided with 12, which is 12 stitch, and this row I have increasing another 13 stitches. It's like a repeat the way we do of row 1 actually. So yeah, row 5 in total this time 161 plus 13 stitches, we have 174. And now come row 6 and row 7 is a repeating of row 3 and row 4, meaning that it's non-increasing, sorry. It's just one half double crochet across. And now come row 8 and row 8 again increasing. We do the same method, meaning that this row we have to do a calculation 174 again divided 12 times, meaning that this time we have more 14 stitches, and total of this row we will have 188 half double crochet. Now row 9 and row 10 is again non-increasing. So row 9 and row 10 will just be one half double crochet around, across, total of 188 half double crochet again. I want to jump here quick to show you. I would suggest you to try it on or just use the tape measurement again and check how many inches now the chart that you make, because it end up is a little bit bigger than I suppose than my size, because I shouldn't add row 11 of increasing another 15 stitches. If I don't do that, it would just fit me perfectly. So my second chart I would not do another increasing on row 11, but this one I did it already, so I just want to show you the mistake that I make. This is in the process of designing. Of course, in the written pattern I will explain everything for you, and you will also see the piece from the testers, how it turned out for them. All right, let's go back to the pattern. So here I did, like I said, row 11 I increasing another 15 stitches, because 188 I do a calculation divided 12, and then I have 15 stitches more, meaning that I have a total of 203 half double crochet. Is way too much, and yeah, I have to do decreasing later on. So try it on, and if you think it's like already fit you, don't increase anymore in row 11, just do the normal row, just follow row 9, row 10, so that you don't have to do the decreasing row like my one. So I just gonna show you what I did. Then row 12 to row 15 is the non-increasing of 203 half double crochet. And now I'm gonna show you the decreasing because of this row 11. So here we go, how I did to fix these mistakes. I'm decreasing in row 16. So how I decreasing is, I think I don't want to decrease in one row for so many stitches, so this row I decided to decreasing when I got it to the number 40 of half double crochet. So here is number 40. Then what I did, I'm going to do half double crochet 2 together, meaning that I add number 40 and 41 into one stitch. Can you see? Here is called half double crochet together. And I'm going to repeat this again and again until I finish this row. Every half double crochet stitch of number 40, I will do half double crochet 2 together. So in this row, row 16, I will decrease 4 stitches in this row, and I'm going to do again in row 17, but row 17 is going to be different You can already see row 16 I have 199 half double crochet after I take 4 stitches out. Number 17 I decided to do in every 35 stitches, not 40 anymore. So this row I will take away another 5 stitches. You can do a calculation. So row 17 I will have total of 194. I hope you understand what I'm trying to explain here. If this is too much number and it's too quick, I would suggest you to go back and watch it again. And I want to mention that the written pattern gonna be more details because I have lots of pages to write and explain everything. But for the sake of the video, not to have to go on for a long time, I just do it this way. All right, now I already do row 17 and I still think that I need to decrease more. So row 18 I do decreasing again, and this time I do in every 40 stitch, not 35 anymore. I'm gonna do in 40 because I need to just take away another 4 stitches. So yeah, I write it down. In every 40 stitch that I put half double crochet 2 together in this row, I will be able to take away another 4 stitches. So I will have total of 190 half double crochet. As you already see, if we didn't increase in row 11, it's just going to be fine with 188 half double crochet. But you know, you live, you learn, and this way I make mistake, then you can also see how I fix it. So here, our 18 rows, I have made and measured 7 inches. Your size, if you do different sizes, you have different sizes of hips, it's gonna turn out differently. Just make sure you measure the size, the length that you want. And now I'm just gonna show you how to even up this row because this is the last row before we do the crotch area. So I pull out 2 stitches because I wanted to even up. To even up, the last 2 stitches, I'm just gonna add 1 single crochet, and then the last one I do slip stitch, still called as the stitch. I didn't cut the yarn. I used this stitch this way, this point, to start the beginning of the crotch area. So before we do that, I going to show you how I did. I don't know how you would do, but I decided to have a crotch area at the front for 18 stitches. So I count from one end to another 18 stitches. And I count again to find the middle, which is the number 9. And there is the 9 stitches from one stitch marker to another. And I'm going to add 1 stitch marker there. Where is the number 9? I hope you understand here. I'm keep recounting it because I don't want to miss anything. Because we are now finding the half part of this chart. You see left and right, I add both stitch markers there. From the left to the right is 95 stitches. And now I come back to the front of the crotch area. Now I remove the stitch marker that in the middle, and I will start to make the crotch area. How to do it? I start off with 2 half double crochet together. So the crotch area at the front, the first 4 rows is going to be the decreasing rows, meaning that at the beginning, like I mentioned before, you are making half double crochet 2 together, and then you add 1 half double crochet in each stitch until you arrive the last 2 stitches. In the last 2 stitches of this row, you're going to do again half double crochet 2 together, And this row you will end up with 16 stitches because we have 18 stitches and decreasing 2 stitches we have 16 stitches. And row 2 you will do the same, and you're gonna have less another 2 stitches until you arrive row 4. You will have 10 stitches. And now after you got 10 stitches, the next row will be the regular row without decreasing. So chain 2 and add 1 half double crochet in each stitch across. You will get 10 stitches. I make into 10 stitches because I like my crochet area to have the width of 2 inches. But if you want it to be wider, you can stop before the 10 stitches. So for that, the gauge swatch is very important. So here I show you 10 half double crochet stitches measure about 2 inches. And now I'm going to repeat this row 5 we just did now without decreasing. I'm going to repeat for another 8 rows because I want to have also 2 inches. So 8 rows is about 2 inches for me. It's perfect. And now we're going to move on to the back side of this underwear. So you remember we have the middle part before, and now we're gonna go back there and do our best to realign with this because we need to make it align because they have to meet in the middle part of the crotch area. So for the back part, I like to make 35 stitches. I like to have 35 stitches, and I'm going to count. So from the stitch marker at the middle, I count 17 stitches to the right and I add 1 stitch marker there, and I will count 17 stitches to the left and I will add 1 stitch marker there. So 17 to the right, 17 to the left, plus 1 where the stitch marker at the middle, we will have 35 stitches exactly. And now I'm going to start off again by inserting the hook and chain 1, and I'm going to add half double crochet 2 together. We start with the decreasing row again. So at the beginning we will do 2 together using half double crochet stitches. Then we will add 1 half double crochet in each stitch across until you arrive 2 stitches before the end, and you will again decreasing at the end, 2 stitch together using half double crochet 2 together. So these 35 stitches of this row at the end, we will have 33 half double crochet stitches. And just like before, you're going to keep decreasing until you have 11 stitches because this is an odd number. So in row 12, you will have 11 stitches. And now in row 13, we're going to do something to make it 10 stitches to matching with the front area. So for row 13, chain 2, turn our work, and I just start off with 1 half double crochet in each stitch until you can do in any part that you want, but I like to do at the middle, so I just keep doing it until I arrive, I think, in the stitch number 6, and then I put it half double crochet 2 together. So this way it's not obvious, and then I just continue with 1 half double crochet in each stitch across until the end. And voila, I end up with 10 half double crochet stitches. And now come row 14. Row 14, there will be no more decreasing. You just going to chain 2 and add 1 half double crochet in each stitch across. And row 14, you will have 10 half double crochet. So you do that until you get into row 17, meaning that 14, 15, 16, 17, 4 rows of these 10 half double crochet. And for me it's perfect because 4 rows equal 1 inch. And I tried on and I love it. And if you want to make it longer, you have different size than me, just do what is fit you. So I hope you enjoyed this video tutorial. If you do, let me know in the comment below that you're going to make this sunny moon wear as well, because I always so excited to see and to read your comment. It's so nice to read your comment and to communicate with you, to know also what you feel about my work, about the video that I put up together. If you like this way of teaching, not just show you how to do, but also show you how to design your own clothes, and that you learn how to actually measure your body and make the piece that fit you. And if you want to have a written pattern, it will coming out very soon. And for those who have purchased sunny short pants, you will get this written pattern for free. When it's done, I will send to you to the email that you purchased either from Ravelry or Etsy. And another thing, if you have not known yet, that every time you tag me when you using either my design from video tutorial or written pattern, and you post on Instagram with a high quality photo, because I love high resolution photo, when you tag me, I repost it right away on my Instagram story, because I wanted to help you also to be seen, because most of you just start this crochet journey and most of you are crochet business owner, and this way you let me know that you love my work, you appreciate my work. So I want to shout out and more people can see your work, since I'm not taking order anymore, so my customer can become your potential customer as well. So post on Instagram and tag me, and you can be sure that I will repost it right away, because I love it so much. And not only that, when I repost your work, I also add on my highlight. You will see the highlight that say you, and you see your photo that is gonna always be there, because the story only 24 hours. And when I love your photo so much, I also put that photo on the highlight. And one more thing, because I love Instagram, I love using Instagram, I love to connect with you, so I decided to do Insta gratitude here on my YouTube channel. What's that mean? Meaning that when you share my video, for example this video, every video that come out new, and when you share my video either on your Insta story with the direct link to the video that you share, or if you don't have the option to put the direct link on your Insta story yet, you can just share and tag my name or share your Instagram feed, so I know that you love my video, and I will shoot one of you and every time I post a new video to shout you out. This way we are connected, and this way we are growing together. And if you love this video, don't forget to click that like button, so you let me know you love it so much, and you let YouTube know as well. This way more people can discover our tribe. This way more people can join our beautiful family. And if you want to connect with me, make sure to follow me on all social media. I put the links down below. Alright, I see you next video. Stay beautiful as you are. Mwah. Bye.